Om Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Lok Seva Gurukulam. Online classes in a very interesting chapter in science. Stars and the solar system. What do you mean system? System means a group working with a purpose. So what is this group here? The sun and its group, sun and its family may call. Why it is called family? Because they are interrelated, is it not? So star is illuminating body, self-illuminated body with twinkles, and sun is a most average star. Let us just recall what we have studied in the previous class. So stars are celestial bodies that emit light of their own. Celestial means what? Celestial means that occupies space. And our sun is also a star. It is an average star. Okay. What are constellations? There are groups of stars that appear to form recognizable shapes. So definite shapes they have got. That's why it is called constellations. Can I give you an example? Come on. Yeah. Ursa Major. Then Orion. Then Cassiopeia. And so on. Correct? Also you have studied about satellites. Satellites are those heavenly bodies which go around the planets. For example, moon, it is a natural satellite, correct? And there are some artificial satellites also. What do you mean artificial satellites? It is a man-made one. For example, you have Aryabhata, Bhaskara, Rohini, INSAT series, all these are called artificial satellites. Okay. And what about solar system? Solar system consists of 8 planets, comets, meteors and asteroids, etc., about which you are going to study shortly. Okay. So planets, we already seen some of the planets. Can you name some of them in order? Come on. Yeah. First one is Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Totally how many are there? 8, okay. So we have studied some of them already. And now let us try to answer the home assignment. What is Mangalayana project? What is Mangala? Mangala is a Sanskrit word. In English, it is called Mars. So to go to that Mars, one project has started. That is called Mangalayana project. The first project is already over. The second is getting ready. And it was done by ISRO. What is ISRO? Indian Space Research Organization. One of the prestigious organizations in India. And where it is? It is in Bangalore, correct. Launched India's first Mars orbiter mission called Mangalayana on November 5th, 2013. And it reached successfully placed into orbit of Mars on September 24, 2014. Okay. So nearly 1 year it took. With this, India became the first country in the world to do so in its first attempt. Okay. And next question. The planet Mars is also called the red planet. Why? The planet Mars is called red because it has a layer of rusty dust covering the entire surface. And it is also told that 2/3 of the Mars is filled with deserts. That's why it looks a red in color. Okay, that is the answer for the second question. Noted? Okay, let us come to third question. Third question is, the radius of Jupiter is 11 times the radius of the Earth. Calculate the ratio of the volumes of Jupiter and the Earth. How many Earths can Jupiter accommodate? Anybody done it? Yeah, done it? Okay, for that you must know that Jupiter and Earth are spherical in shape. Okay, here given that the radius of Earth we call it as R, and that of Jupiter you call it as R dash. So ratio of the radius is given, R is to R dash, 1 is to 11. Now the question is, how many Earths can Jupiter accommodate? For which you must know volumes. Correct? So you should know volumes. For volume of a sphere, you know the formula. Anybody knows it? Volume of a sphere is given by V equals 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is the volume of a sphere. Correct? So using that formula, so in case of Earth, if you take, it will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is for Earth. We call it as say V1 is to V2. 4 by 3 pi r dash cube. So this 4 by 3 cancels when you take ratio. So you have r cube is to r dash cube is equal to 1 cube is to 11 cube. That is 1 is to 11 cube means how much? 11 into 11 into 11. That is 1331. What does it mean? It means that Jupiter can accommodate 1331 number of Earths within it. So suppose you take a big hollow Jupiter, if you take a small ball as Earth with a definite radius, then we can accommodate 1331 number of Earths within it. Okay, so that is the answer for that question. Now let us see today's topic. Today's topic is about Saturn. So Saturn is the planet next to Jupiter, planet number 5. Then comes Uranus and Neptune. Correct? And then we have some other members of the solar system. Can I name some of them? Some other members means what? It will be, say, it may be comet, meteor, etc., asteroids and so on. Okay, let us go one by one. So here is a beautiful planet, most beautiful planet, is called Saturn. In Sanskrit we call it as Shani. Okay, Saturn appears yellow in color, the most beautiful planet. That is the word used here in the solar system, because it has got 3 rings around it. Have you seen ring? Yeah, human beings also will have a ring. Not all, some of them. But this Saturn has 3 rings. What is it made up of? It's made up of cloud-like, metallic oxides, it is said, and some icy matter all surrounding it. And why it is formed like that? Because of gravitation. Okay, it is held by the gravitation of Saturn. So there are 3 of them. The density of this planet is less than that of water. So density is very less. There is a large number of satellites. So it is more than 20. So, and exact number is not yet known. So next to Jupiter, this has got large number of satellites. So this is a beautiful photo of Saturn. Okay. So this is the Saturn planet, and these are the rings. You can find 3 rings here. And what do? They surround the planet. So very beautiful. Okay. Now coming to next planet, namely Uranus and Neptune. Here, this is the orbital path of Uranus. Okay. But Uranus has a special type of orbit. It moves from west to, so it moves just a retrograde motion. Okay. So it moves from east to west. So that is what we see here. These are the outermost planets of the solar system. They can be seen only with the help of telescopes. Ordinary eyes can't see them. We can see up to Jupiter. After Jupiter, even up to Saturn also. But after Saturn, you have to use telescopes. But a telescope is a device which we can see large distance substances or large distance objects very near. That's called telescope. Okay. So here, by using telescope only, we can see Uranus and Neptune. They rotate from east to west. So usually all other planets will move from west to east. But these 2 planets, namely Neptune and Uranus, move from east to west. The most remarkable feature of Uranus is that it is highly tilted rotational axis. As a result, in its orbital motion, it appears to roll on its side. So tilted. Other day I was telling about spinning top. Spinning top, you tied a thread and push it down, right? It starts rotating. So nicely it rotates for some time. After some time it becomes tilted. Slowly it comes, the speed comes down. At last it loses its track. So that is what is called tilting. So which was axis was steady like this. So slowly when it rotates, it becomes get tilted. So here also you can see it rolls on its sides. Okay. Inner planets. What are inner planets? The word inner means near. Outer means farther. The first 4 planets, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are much nearer to the Sun than the other planets. That is why they are called as inner planets. So the planets which are nearer to the Sun are called inner planets. What about outer planets? The planets outside the orbit of Mars, namely Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, are much farther off than the inner planets. Therefore, they are called outer planets. So note the 2 new names, inner planets and outer planets. So what are they? Inner planets means Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Outer means Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Followed? So 4 inner, 4 outer. They have a ring system around them. So, and also one more thing is outer planets have a large number of moons, means satellites, natural satellites. Okay. So this is the difference between inner planet and outer planet. Okay. Now there are some other objects or heavenly bodies. For example, you have what are called asteroids. Look at the spelling, Asteroids, asteroids. So, where they are found? Between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, only there. What are they made up of? They are something like stones, big stones, and that is one biggest series, CERES, about 200 kilometers in diameter. So, gap between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter is occupied by a large number of small objects. And what do? They will be going around. They also don't keep quiet. That is a very interesting thing you must note. After crossing the Earth's gravity, whatever object is there will going around the sun. Okay, and these objects are called asteroids. Followed? Okay, so this is the asteroid belt. Is it clear? Between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. Okay, how many are them? There are thousands, not one or two. Okay, and what they do? They will be going around the sun. Okay, so note that interesting thing. Now comes very interesting heavenly object called comets. What are comets? See the beautiful structure of comet. Here it has two parts. One is called head of the comet. Are you seeing here? This is called tail of the comet. What is it? It is a heavenly body going around the sun, just like brooms it is. How many are using brooms in home? You know how to sweep the broom. Okay. Now see the beautiful elliptical orbit of the comets which go around the sun. And one more interesting point is that this tail is there, and the tail grows as it reaches near to the sun. What is the tail made up of? Again, they are nothing but chunks of ice and metallic oxides. So, these are also members of the solar system revolving around the sun. So, they also revolve around the sun in highly elliptical orbits. So, this orbit, this is not circular, it is called elliptical, elongated circle, okay, in highly elliptical orbits. A comet appears as a bright head with a long tail. So, head is bright and a long tail. Okay, we have seen in 1986 one of the comets. There are so many other comets also appeared here and there. So, there is a bright head, so you must know how to draw the diagram. Okay, a long tail. The length of the tail grows in size as it approaches the sun. See here. So, this is the comet. When it reaches the Earth's sun's, come near the sun, the length of the tail go on increasing. Okay, that's a very interesting thing. How can you see all these things? By the help of telescope. So, length of the tail grows in size as it approaches the sun. The tail of a comet is always directed away from the sun. So, tail is away from the sun, away, not direct towards the sun. Many comets are known to appear periodically. Means what? They come in a definite timings. One such comet is Halley's comet, which appears once in 76 years. Actually, we have seen this. That time we are students. We have seen in 1986 that comet. Of course, nobody of you have born at that time. So, 1986, there was a comet we have seen on the eastern sky in the early morning, and it was appearing for more than a month. Big broom-like thing appearing before sunrise. very beautiful. It was going around the sun, and that name of the comet was Halley's comet. Who was Halley? Edmund Halley was a famous, from New Zealand, the scientist. Actually, as a hobby, he looked at the comet, and for his surprise, it was appearing once in 76 years. So, because 1910 it was seen, again it appeared in 1986. Next again after 76 years it is going to appear. Okay, so that is a very, very interesting thing about comets. Meteors, also call it as shooting stars. Why it is called shooting stars? How many have seen this? Night times you have seen, na? Suddenly one star-like thing will come and hit the Earth's surface. Is it a star? No, because it is not shining, okay? So it burn off. So what is that? Meteors. On a cloudless night we see some objects called shooting stars, but actually they are not stars. They are falling on the earth. Again, they are like something like rocks, big rocks. And why do they fall on earth? So they will be going around the sun. On the passage of sun, suppose they come near earth, earth will drag. So due to the earth's gravity, they will be falling on earth. And they are called meteors. Look at the spelling and meaning. Meteors. Some meteors are large enough and so that they can reach earth before they evaporate completely, and that body that reaches the earth is called meteorites. So meteorites. Meteorites are the meteors which reach the earth's surface. They make a big, they attack, or you can say they fall on the earth's surface very great speed. And in South America, we have got the biggest, they form what is called as craters. In South America, there is one crater in Brazil. It is about 22 kilometers diameter. So the craters are formed by the meteors when they fall on the earth's surface. It is about around 20 kilometers in diameter. And what does it do? It becomes a very huge well-like thing. Okay. So that is about crater. And this is also a very interesting one. And these meteors also belong to solar system because they go around what? Sun in fixed elliptical orbits. Okay. And why do they fall on earth? Due to the earth's gravity, they are attracted. Many of them will burn off. That's what you see, like a shooting star. But some of them will strike against the earth's surface. What do? They create what is called as craters. And that body which reaches the earth is called meteorite. Okay. And what are the advantages or applications of this? Meteorites help the scientists in investigating the nature of the material from which the solar system was formed. So, and the detailed study of the meteorites was made, and it was helpful to find the formation of solar system. Okay. And tell me what is called as meteor showers also. We also have seen actually. We made all our students get up in the early morning, something like 2:33. That time there was more than 60 meteorites falling on Earth's surface, and very beautiful color meteors. That is called as meteor showers. You have seen in Deepavali, you have seen that. There is one flower pot. You have seen? Flower pot. How many have used it? Okay. So what happens, flower pot, when the light is given to flower pot, it jumps out, forming a showers. So also here we have got what is called as meteor showers. When the earth crosses the tail of a comet, swarms of meteors are seen. These are known as meteor showers. Some meteor showers occur at regular intervals each year. So when the earth comes near the tail of a comet, then we find these meteoric showers. They are in huge number falling on the earth's surface. Come on. Who is this famous lady of the world? Anybody? Come on, girls. Yes? She is none other than Kalpana Chawla. And what is that NIOS? NASA. NASA is a organization, space organization in America. It's called NASA. So Kalpana Chawla is the first Indian woman astronaut. She was born in 17th March 1962 in Karnal, Haryana. She did her Bachelor of Engineering BE in Aeronautical Engineering from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh. She hailed from a village. As a student, she was asking her teachers, science teachers especially, about that she wanted to go to space. And the teachers told you should score good marks, you made good in English and maths and English science. So it took as a challenge that she wanted to become astronomer. So in 1982, she moved to USA, obtained a Master of Science degree, that is MSc, in Aerospace Engineering. Not MSc, it is MTech, what you call in India, MTech. So after the BE, she made MTech in Aerospace from the University of Texas and a PhD in the Aerospace Engineering from the University of Colorado. Okay, so she did the research. 1988, she started working at NASA and was selected for her first flight in 1996. So 1996, she was selected as the first woman there from India. She was the first Indian born woman and the second Indian person to fly in space. Also, you might have heard about Sunita Williams, who also worked out. She had a very special kind of space theater where she worked for months together. So, but she went in rocket. Unfortunately, she was one of the 7 astronauts who lost their lives in the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster in 1st February 2003. The second time, first time she went and came back. Second time she met, she was one of the 7 astronauts, and for some reason the spaceship called Shuttle Columbia got burnt off in 2003. She is a role model for many young women around the world, because you should appreciate the courage, you should appreciate the hard work. To go to space means about 6 months they should be aloof from all their friends, relatives, mobile phones, all they should get rid of. They should work out seriously, is it not? Their dress is a special one, and their food is also very special, and they have to work out how to use the cameras, is it not? Very, very tough job. But she took it as a challenge. Life is a challenge, meet it. Like that did it. That's why she is very famous now also. So let us see what Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai says. Very beautiful photo. God is attracted by the goodness of a person rather than by his greatness. Greatness means those who earn money and those who have become famous. God doesn't see that. He looks at goodness, purity of heart. To win God's grace, all that is needed is to keep doing good. Okay? So come prepared for the home assignment. Thank you.